Hey, DJ Nubis.
And DJ Neko.
Middle Town Radio Podcast doing yet another trailer reaction. This time for Rob Zombie's Munsters. Now, we did check out the teaser a few weeks back, but it was kind of short and it was not really, didn't explain a whole lot. But obviously, going in, we know kind of the history with the TV show and everything like that. But interesting thing about Zombie is he's kind of hit or miss with people. Some people who I've heard seen the trailer are already hating on it. You know, I realize that Zombie, not everything he puts out really resonates with me. Like some things just seem like repetition or not very creative. But then he has other movies that we do really like: Devil's Rejects, 31, stuff like that. Halloween, I thought he did a very good job with that kind of reboot remake that he had. The second one, not so much, but the first one was very good.
I know he's a big fan of the Munsters, and honestly, I think some people who are really hating on it maybe don't understand how it's like a sitcom. I guess they're thinking too much. Because it's going to be something different than what he's done.
Well,
you have to realize it's not going to be like a horror movie or a gory movie.
Well, the funny thing is, one of the things that he often gets hated on for, which really isn't related to the movies themselves, is his wife's in most of his movies, if not all. She's again, Sherry Moon's in this as well, and it's like, I guess I would have a bigger problem if it wasn't something that no other director had done. But there's plenty of directors in the past and present that use their wives. We just saw a trailer for "Don't Worry, Darling," where Olivia Wilde's dating Harry Styles. He's in the film, so
it happens all the time,
right? Because I think what was it? Polanski, I think at the time he was using Sharon Tate in his films, and I don't know. It's not anything new, and I guess part of it is people just don't think Sherry's a very good actress. I don't think she's near as bad as people say. I won't say she's not an Oscar-worthy actress, but she does well within the realm that Zombie presents with his movies. So I really don't have a problem with what she's doing because she's very much into the horror stuff as he is. So. So yeah, I'm going in this. I never really watched the Munsters that much. Addams Family I did, but Munsters wasn't something I really watched all that often. I am familiar with it a little bit, but this is all kind of new to me. So I'm not, me going into it, it's like I don't have any history with the Munsters to really judge it one way or the other. So I'll just see if this is going to look interesting to me or not. Same with you. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
All right, here's the Munsters. Very cool. Very cool.
Rob Zombie, the director of House of a Thousand Corpses, Halloween, and The Devil's Rejects, brings you the greatest love story ever told.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Think of it. The brain of a super genius transplanted into the body of a perfect physical specimen.
I want a man that makes my blood run cold. A man that every time he enters my crypt, it's like a stake through my dead black heart.
I can whip the upper humpy down in the lamb.
Oh no, remember what happened last time?
He was batty.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm looking for a vision, a queen, true love.
What exactly do you want?
Is Herman Munster in there? I knew the moment I laid eyes on you that you were special. I understand if you don't feel the same. I'm just a regular gal living a boring, normal life.
If there's one thing I know, is that the rest of the world melted away as soon as you appeared in my life.
It seems Miss Lily's truly in love.
Oh, come on, you know and I know that we gotta get rid of that bozo Herman Munster.
Greetings from Transylvania. That's a strange way of saying hello.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get used to it.
Okay.
It's a prequel. It's before
Before
the kids.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if it's one thing I can say is that it looks like it's definitely gonna be one of those like slapstick comedy things. So it's
Well,
not
that's
to
what
be
the Munsters is.
right.
Like,
You point that out. Again, it's like I don't know if I'm gonna rush to the theaters to see this. I may wait for it just to come out and then check it out then. I'm not sure it's something I'm dying to see. But if that's the way that Rob's going, then that's the way you should kind of approach it. Watching, you shouldn't approach it as like a serious film. So just whether or not the comedy bits hit home with people or not, that's really going to be the difference of whether or not people like it.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be kind of like, I honestly though think that the people who would like the Munsters are not going to like it.
Right, and that's a lot how stuff works. Like especially with like the Marvel and DC stuff. Comics. Like if you're a diehard comic book fan, the Marvel movies may not live up to your standards, or the DC stuff may not live up to your standards either. So the same thing about this. Even when Rob did Halloween, some people just didn't accept it. They didn't like it because Carpenter had done it, his version of it. And then, of course, Rob had kind of done like a prequel or backstory to Myers' character, which I thought was pretty cool. But other people didn't like it. And it's really a weird thing when that happens with stuff like that, because I always enjoy having some sort of backstory to something. But a lot of people are like, well, we rather just have Myers being unknown. Like no one knows why he's doing what he's doing. It's just that's what he does. Same with Jason Voorhees. Although we know Voorhees died as a kid in drowning, there's no real backstory that's ever been done to show the abuse and stuff that he went through. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I think the problem with Halloween is because everybody else has kind of made up their own story in their head. So when Rob actually puts it on the screen, they're kind of like, well, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. Like I had a whole different thing planned in my head, and this is not what I thought it would be.
Right. All right. Well, thank you again for checking out this trailer reaction, and we'll see you next time.